This is Cheryl Morgan at Pasila station next to the Messukeskus convention centre where Worldcon is going to be held. You might have heard that there's a lot of construction going on here, and you can see those great big cranes. You may also be able to make out in the distance that that bridge over the tracks has got a lot of scaffolding on it. But actually we don't need to be worried about that, because there's another way out of the station that is more convenient for Worldcon attendees. At the other end of the platforms there's this underground tunnel. You can see an entrance to it there. You can get to that from all of the platforms. By the way, a hint for you if you're travelling up from Helsinki. You may remember from my earlier video that there are 2 trains to the airport. It's a loop and the trains go in both directions. If you get the train from the platforms at the rightmost side of Helsinki, then you'll come out on this platform, and that gives you the least distance to walk to get into the convention centre. You can see there's a sign to Messukeskus. So this is the right way to go, down this ramp here, and we'll just head off towards the convention centre. Hey, you can see down the bottom there are a few signs and whatever giving you the times of the trains, although for most of the day they are extremely frequent between Pasila and Helsinki Central. Sign at the top there saying turn right for Messukeskus. So that's the way that we're going to go. We'll just turn around the corner here, and as you can see, this takes us straight out onto the main road. Are we going the right way? Well, yes, there's another sign there. That's actually pointing down to the ramp. But we're going to go down these stairs because I'm okay on stairs. Obviously, if you have mobility issues, the ramp is there for you. And we can see a pedestrian crossing there. That's what we're going to be heading for. There's a big sign telling us that's the way we need to go, just in case anybody's getting lost yet. And that ramp that I mentioned, that comes out at that far point there. So it's very easy to get around here. There's somebody coming down it on a bike just to illustrate the point. Brilliant. Now we need to get over the road. And of course we have to wait for the lights to change. You can see over there on the far corner there's a Chinese restaurant. There are a number of eateries available. That's the most obvious one. Some of the others are in that bank of offices and the like over to the right. Anyway, we have our red light now, so we can go across the road. And we just keep on going in this general direction until we reach the convention centre. It's about 250 metres according to that big sign. You might see a number of people going in the right direction, and you'll be wondering if, in fact, they're arriving a little bit early for Worldcon. Well, all sorts of conventions are held in this convention centre. The previous weekend, it was hosting Worldcon, which is the annual role-playing convention in Finland. This weekend, it's holding something called Assembly, which started out as a demo scene and computer art conference, but has now largely been taken over by computer gaming. So there'll be an awful lot of young computer fans going to and from the convention, and we'll get a sneak look inside that later on. Another little piece of road to cross here. Try not to get run over. And something that is of interest is, as my phone makes a noise, you can see on the pavement here there's an area of pavement marked for a cycle path. These are actually quite common in Helsinki, not just here but throughout the centre, and you can see that line on the pavement there. So us pedestrians need to stay inside that and let the bikes have their own area. You can also see a bridge up there. That bridge takes you into the area where there are shops and restaurants and things across the road, so you don't need to have to go across the road and get in front of the cars. You might be wondering, of course, how you're going to get up there. Well, there's escalators and an elevator. We're just coming up by the elevator right now. there it is. So, oh, what else have we got here? Here's another sign for food. Yep, pizzas, kebabs, falafels, that sounds good. Now, this building here is the Holiday Inn. If you're staying in the Convention Centre Hotel, that's where you'll be, and a lot of the programming is in that area as well. And we're just coming up now to a place called Terra Nova. That's one of the more exclusive restaurants in the region. So you get some good food there, and they have a bar which will be open until 4 o'clock in the morning. So that is where Worldcon is going to be. Here is Messukeskus, and as if by magic, we are inside. In fact, that's the corridor leading down to the hotel where a lot of the programming rooms are going to be. We've seen a few signs for them down there, and other signs leading to them. Also here, usefully, is train timetables and tram timetables, and I think buses as well. This is the main foyer of the convention centre, so there'll be info desk and various things there. This is the gateway, so that's where you'll get in. And we'll only be using a small part of the convention centre because it's way too big for Worldcon. It's way too big for this computer convention, which is even bigger than Worldcon. So the area we're going to use is over here. Mainly we will have halls 4 and 5. And of course there will be food as well. So for example, this nice place, the Phaser Cafe, will be open for coffee and doubtless chocolate as well, because Phaser are good at doing chocolate. And our halls are going to be down in this direction. Let's take a little wander down to look at where they are. This is apparently the area where all of these signings are going to be. So if you're looking for a favourite author, this is where you're likely to find them. And I've just spotted here an ATM. Otto is a brand of ATMs apparently being run by a number of different Finnish banks. Now if we went back this way and turned left in front of the Phaser Cafe, we'd eventually get to another food area. And there's Hesburger, which is a local McDonald's type place. And also over here there's Eat and Meat, which is a buffet type food place. So plenty to eat. Enjoy your Worldcon.